But after a painful childbirth, the queen finally gave birth to a princess smoothly. Immediately afterwards, she began her unique way of recuperating after childbirth. Victoria was wrapped up tightly and sat in a wheelchair, being pushed around by her lady-in-waiting. When going downstairs, the servants would carry her down. Victoria thought this was really absurd in her heart. She had just given birth to a child, and it wasn't that she couldn't move her legs and feet. She could definitely walk downstairs by herself. Her husband was worried about her health and advised her to rest for a few more days. But Victoria had already had enough of being cooped up in the room every day. She wanted to go horseback riding to get some fresh air. However, the Prime Minister stopped her because according to the old rules, a woman who had given birth had to go through a church baptism before she could show herself in public again. Victoria said that she was not an ordinary woman, but the queen and didn't have to abide by this rule. But in the end, she couldn't hold out against her husband and could only kneel obediently in front of the priest, listening to the priest. Victoria looked impatient all over her face. The priest, as a man, simply couldn't understand the sufferings and dangers that women face during childbirth. In order to let Victoria recuperate her body at ease, her husband helped her deal with state affairs and even hid from her the fact that the army had suffered a defeat. But Victoria still learned about this matter due to her childhood experiences. She was rather sensitive. Victoria suspected that her husband was trying to strip her of her power. Facing his irritable and easily angered wife, Albert couldn't help muttering that Victoria's personality had changed a lot compared to before after giving birth to a child. Her elder brother saw the crux of the problem. That is, Albert had meddled too much in state affairs, making Victoria feel uneasy. Albert immediately understood and began to stop interfering in state affairs. Victoria noticed Albert's thoughts and also apologized to him for her previous behavior.